This was no beaver, this was an otter. My day started really early at about 6 when I began to climb up to the pond, and it was just stunning. It was quiet. I could hear the early birds. Nobody else was in the woods. And kind of nestled myself in. I'm sitting here right now, kind of in a big pile of mud surrounded by sticks. These are the sticks that the beaver accumulates in making its dam. So anyway, I watched the sun come up and got to hear sandhill cranes and geese and wood ducks and mallards and many of the migratory birds that are working their way north right now. And as I was sitting here, I thought, okay, there's a goose nesting on the beaver lodge, so I got a picture of that, and started to think about my next shot. And that's when I thought I saw the beaver swim by. And this place has always been a great place to photograph beavers, so I was getting pretty excited about that. But this beaver was moving around with a grace that I have never seen before. This was no beaver, this was an otter. Normally when you see carnivores, they don't stick around, and so I figured this otter was going to fish a little bit, look for some frogs, and then once it saw me, it was just gonna take off. And to my surprise, when it saw me, it got curious. It started swimming a little bit closer. It wanted to check out who I was. It heard the shutter of my camera, and it would dive down, grab a fish, swim away, and then begin to work its way back to me again. In the end, I spent a good hour photographing this little one as it was working the edges of the pond, looking for frogs and fish. And at one point, to my surprise, it crawled out onto the beaver lodge and decided to sun itself for 20 or 30 seconds. So this was just an incredible experience for me. I have been to this pond, maybe once a week throughout spring and summer for the last 7 years, and I just have never had so much fun getting surprised, seeing something that I didn't expect to see, and trying to make the most of the opportunity. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and get outside and enjoy a little bit of nature. Cheers.